One club, 25 years, 786 games, all in a single shirt. In 2001, with Real Madrid assembling the greatest collection of players football had ever seen, one man in Rome was offered a place among them, and he said no. By the end, he had scored 307 goals for Roma, turning down Real Madrid's Galacticos and Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United to stay. But to understand why a man walks away from the biggest clubs on earth, we have to go back. It started with a teenager who was too good to keep on the bench. Francesco Totti grew up on the streets of Rome, and reportedly, AC Milan came for him when he was just 12, only for his mother to turn the move down and keep her boy at home. It was the first of many times someone would try to take him away, and the first of many times the answer would be no. On the 28th of March, 1993, at just 16, he made his Serie A debut for Roma, away against Brescia. He would not stop for a quarter of a century. Then, on the 31st of October, 1998, aged only 22, he took the captain's armband, becoming the youngest club captain in the history of Serie A. This was the boy who would become the eternal captain of Roma, a number 10 who played with the swagger of the city he came from, and who would carry that armband for 19 straight years. For all his talent, one prize had escaped his club for a generation. Roma had not won the Italian league in 18 years, and an entire generation of supporters had grown old waiting. Then came the season of 2000 to 2001, and Totti, now the captain and the heartbeat of the team, dragged them to the summit. On the 17th of June 2001, Roma were crowned champions of Italy. It was the last Scudetto in the club's history, and the only league title Totti would win across all 25 of his years. The city stopped. For a boy from Rome, there was no feeling like winning it for Rome, and it was exactly then, at the peak of his powers, that the temptation arrived. In 2001, Real Madrid were building the Galacticos, the most star-studded squad the sport had ever seen. Zinedine Zidane, Luis Figo, and Ronaldo were already signed, and they wanted the young Roman too. It was the invitation almost every footballer alive would have taken without a second thought. Totti said no. He would later say the choice was made for love, not money and not glory, but for Roma and the city itself. Real Madrid's own players reportedly told him he was crazy to refuse. He refused anyway, and Madrid were not the only giants he turned away. Sir Alex Ferguson later admitted that Manchester United had tried to sign Totti as well, only for the Roman to stay put. Two of the biggest clubs on the planet both refused for the same reason: he did not want to leave home. By choosing to stay, he became something no transfer could ever have made him. He was never only Roma's. Across 58 caps for Italy between 1998 and 2006, he scored 9 goals, and in the summer of 2006, though carrying injury, he played all 7 matches of Italy's World Cup campaign and delivered 4 assists, the joint highest of the tournament, as the Azzurri lifted the trophy. But the club numbers tell the real story. In total, Totti made 786 appearances for Roma and scored 307 goals. Of those, 250 came in 619 Serie A matches, ranking him among the highest league scorers in Italian football history, every one of them for the same team. The end, when it came, broke the city's heart. On the 28th of May, 2017, at 40, Totti played his 786th and final match at the Stadio Olimpico. He walked the pitch in tears, saying goodbye to the only club he had ever known after 25 unbroken years. One club, 25 years, 786 games, and 307 goals, all in a single shirt for a single city. He turned down Real Madrid's Galacticos and Manchester United and everything they promised, and gave a generation of Romans something no trophy could buy: a captain who was one of their own and who chose to stay. One shirt, one city, forever.